Hello there and welcome to my kitchen where it's all things Norwex. My name is Rena Roth, independent consultant and leader with Norwex, here to show you all the things that I use in my kitchen for food prep and fast, quick cleanup. Stick with me and see what you learn. First off, in my kitchen, I have Norwex's water filtration system. It has a filter that takes out the impurities of your water but also adds magnesium, which we all know are deficient in these days. And it has this lovely counter that when you click it open and close, it counts how many times you filled it. It comes with 2 water filters and you get 100 uses out of each. I start and finish my day, each day, with that water jug on my counter. Lovely. Next off, the food comes into the house and is brought into the kitchen for simple, quick cleanup and wash. My very first product I use is the Fresh Produce Wash, which comes in an ocean-bound plastic, which means it's a plastic that was saved from going into the ocean. This is a product that saves me money on my produce items because the produce lasts longer. Berries and everything. So when you bring your berries home, just give them a quick squirt, or you can put them in a bowl. But this squirt will wash off any pesticide residues, any of those things. And normally you don't wash your fruit, but when you wash with the produce wash, it lasts a lot longer. And then I do a quick rinse, and you can see there is dirt that comes off of it. Or you can put it in a big bowl, and instead of having a strainer, I use my netted dishcloth. This netted dishcloth comes in a pack of 2, and I use 1 clean for all my prep in the kitchen. So here I could lay in my my berries and such if I had them, and it can be my little strainer for straining it through. Right? Works really good for squeezing out zucchini when you're trying to get all that moisture out. This netted dishcloth is like a gem because it does so many things, from squeezing out water. Save those little berries for later, little snacks. You also will find that if you prepare your snacks and fruits and veggies ahead of time, it can be left laying out and people will use them more. Another great use of this netted dishcloth is to put it in the sink while you are collecting scraps and stuff from to save it going down the drain. You can like scrape in your stuff from your supper, rinse it out, in your potato peels. But hey, don't peel your potatoes. We have a fruit and veggie scrub mitt or cloth. Sometimes it comes in the mitt form, and this mitt is incredible because you don't have to spend the time peeling it. I don't know about you guys, but peeling is not my favorite thing to do unless I'm having company visiting. But carrots and potatoes come off nicely scrubbed when we use the veggie scrub mitt. This one is something you'll want to put on your wish list item because it just saves so much time. There. Just poke some holes in it, stick it in your microwave, or throw it in the barbecue. Love, love, love that. If you have this cloth, it actually has a smooth side to it as well that is great for apples. None in the house right now, but there's your fruit and veggie scrub cloth. I recommend once they're dry, or have a hook system in your kitchen for leaving these hanging to dry, and they will just sit there right there. Now back to this netted dishcloth, which you can see down here. Like I said, you can scoop this up then and take things to your garbage can just by using the netted dishcloth. Super easy to manage anything in your sink, and it's not going to muck up any of your cloths. All right. So the next thing for food prep, what I really, really love is our cutting boards. This is one size, and I have them stored back here, right along here. They're just always sitting nice and handy. This cutting board comes in 3 sizes. So the mini and the large and the medium is right below me here. Okay, we're gonna use that in just a second. Now what I love about these cutting boards is that they are made from rice husks. Really sustainable product. They do not leave grooves and marks in the board. So they, you know, sometimes those plastic shards, you wonder where they're going or what grows in the crevices of them. This does not. It's a really easy wipe off, rinse off. You're going to see in a second, and it has this little ledge for catching the juices. You can hang them up if you have a place in your kitchen to do that. And I love the rubber, this little silicone gripper thing so it doesn't slide on my countertops. You can use these for so many things. This one I put meat and cheese on, and I will say take it and serve it. You can also use it as a hot pad. It works really well for that as well, and it doesn't damage the system. All of our products have a 60-day satisfaction guarantee, which is nice as well. So I'm trying to show you down here that I have my cutting here. Now, if I was cutting up an onion or celery or anything like that, you can go ahead and cut it. And cleanup is super easy. Okay, I'll just stick this in my cloth thing here. And wipe up is really simple. You just simply wipe it off and it's ready to go. Or you can run it under the tap, which sometimes I do that, especially if it's juicy. And again, one of our cloths just to wipe it off. And you are ready to go and cut up fruit or anything after that. Your watermelon won't taste like onions if that's the order you end up using cutting them up on. But so versatile. I love that it grips on the counter. It never sneaks away on you. Like, look, it just stays there. I can capture things off the ledge, and I even take it out for barbecuing. You can put your meat on here, and then you just wipe it with one of our, preferably an EnviroCloth or some fashion of that, because it'll remove 99% of the bacteria, right? So you can just go ahead and wipe in all of the crevices. Of course, if it was raw meat, if it was me, I would wipe it and then throw it in the wash machine, but I would also rinse it and rinse off all of that stuff and then do a quick wipe, and I would be good to go that way as well. So love the cutting boards. Probably talked too much about that. Let's look in my kitchen, in my fridge, what I have. What I love about the fridge is, here's a couple items that I use with Norwex right here. So this is one of our counter cloths. It's like using these instead of paper towels is what I like to use. So this was like when the eggs were being cooled in the cold water, we stick them with a little counter cloth in here to just absorb them, keep them nice and soft. It seems to absorb the moisture out of them just enough, but I don't like to put them in a container. The containers I do like to use for certain things, like check this out. This is like a cube of cheese all grated up. These are our silicone sets, and I always have them just handy sitting out. You can hear all the air that's coming out of it. I have them sitting right over here because they come in a variety of sizes. Here are your sizes, okay? And they collapse down, so this is for storage, what they look like. Just sitting here handy. They can go in your microwave. Take the lids off though. And they can go in your fridge, microwave, and love it for grated cheese, because what's nice about it is when you put this lid on, it takes out the air. So you snap the edges. Now listen. Which means this is like vacuum packing your cheese or your veggies or your meat without having to go get your vacuum pack out. Love this. This cheese will last super long time because the air is removed from it, okay? So those are an absolute must now in my kitchen. We've adapted them for using for any foods that we take with us or prepare with us. So we prepare them fresh, produce wash, and then we use them in our containers. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about these cloths. I just showed you some counter cloths, and normally they come in this beautiful house that I just have sitting here. So this is my house, and typically I fill it with about 3 of these packages. The packages come in a variety of sizes and colors, and you can mix and match, and it's kind of fun to do that. It keeps it flavorful. And I just throw them in here after the wash. And when I take one out, this is the size they are. What does this remind you of? This is about the size of a paper towel. So yes, these are your new paper towels, and they will absorb 1/3 of a cup of water. Did I get 1/3 of a cup here? Let's see. 7 times their weight in water. Actually, I think what I want to do is, okay, so this probably won't absorb all of it, but it absorbs a lot of stuff. So when you have those one-time messes that you just want to go clean up, or somebody has spilled something, these are the counter cloths that are to go. Hubby likes to use them to wipe up everything, but you can see that there's that much water. I didn't even get it all wet yet, right? Look, it's still dry. So I'm gonna go back in here. They're super absorbent, and they remove all of they pick up and remove. And what's nice about it is you can pick it up. There's still not dipped in here. And then when you're done, you take that to the sink, right? It doesn't drip. Look, it holds it in, and you can squeeze it out, and then you can rinse it out under the tap water, which is the best way to do it. And then what I like to do is just hang it here on the house, so you can reuse it over and over again. This allows for good airflow to dry. And yeah, I guess you could fold it a bit better so they look nicer, but there they go in there. We also have, sometimes they come out in specialty sizes, a little bit bigger, and these are the size of your hands. So these are also great for wiping high chair trays or your countertops. The woven diamond weave is great for crumbs. That's where it'll pick up sugar, spilt flour, or coffee grounds. Oh, flour. Don't use them for flour. This is what you're going to want to use for your flour, is again the netted dishcloth, because this will not get all gummed up. So when you want to go and wipe your counters from doing a flour mess, this is your new best friend. This will come in so handy for so many things. And also crack an egg and drop it on the floor. I would crack you one, but there's only 2 eggs left, and I'm all about no food waste. So you could crack it on the floor though and try it and pick it up and scoop it up, and you can take that and collect it with this netted dishcloth. It'll be your friend, and it won't get all stuck up in the cloth. Okay, next, how are we doing? You guys, I'm catching all these tips and tricks. That pretty much covers food prep, I think. So I'm gonna now turn to these different types of cloths. Kitchen towel and cloth set. Well, maybe we should wash some dishes first. What do you think? Okay. Right after food prep, we have the dishwashing. So let me just turn it down here. And we have a couple of options for washing dishes. Couple options? What do you mean? Okay, dishwashing liquid. Now this stuff, sometimes it comes with the lavender scent. If you struggle with dry hands from washing dishes, or you're gloving up to do dishes, this is your new best friend. Now I'm gonna tell you, our New Clean doesn't have a smell, and it doesn't have bubbles. I often use the analogy of, think about at a waterfall. When you are out experiencing a waterfall, what does that feel like? What does it smell like? It's just the natural clean of water without all the bubbles. Bubbles actually make your life worse, harder, because it's more to rinse off, more to put down into our waterways, and unless you know what's in it, it's not great. And it also causes like scum and residues in your bathroom. Stay tuned for our bathroom tour. But it doesn't necessarily have to have bubbles. But here's the trick to our detergent. Some people would always buy this one because it just was so nice on their hands. So when you're doing dishes, put it in warm water and put it in the stream of water. I'm almost out, I see. And I'm not sure, I just used a little squirt there. And you initially have some little bubbles, see? Not so bad. And then you can go ahead and use whatever netted dishcloth you have. And what's nice about the netted dishcloth is this is dishcloth that will not smell. It gets in the bottom here, and rinse off is easy. So if you're camping and you're limited water, you don't have the residue left behind. It's even though it doesn't look sudsy, it's cleaning your dishes, and it takes off the grease really well. I then set it here over on my dish mat here with the netted side up. It's nice and looks lovely here in the kitchen, doesn't ever look bad. But I can continue to carry on and wash all these dishes. A quick rinse and off they go. And it does a good job without having to use a whole lot. Warm water is better, obviously. Right now it's a little bit cold because I have to leave this running. But yes, it's really simple and easy to wash all of these dishes. But here is one example of, if your dishes have been sitting around a long time, or they've been on the counter in somebody's room or office, here's another trick. This is my sprayer of dish soap, and I will spray it in here, and it actually smells like lavender, so it makes you kind of enjoy the smell of it sitting there. So right away it's going to work, taking the goo off of there. And whoops, you can use it for anything. I know my smoothie cups usually get it. And this is Biozyme. So it's a bio-based product in here. It works like immediately. And if you use it like on your lasagna pans and stuff, it wipes off like butter. What it is this Biozyme dish soap. Now, Norwex is very conscious about plastic in the environment. So they now have a concentrated formula. This is like to use as is. This probably lasts me 2 months, I would say. This one can now be diluted down 7 times into 7 sprayer bottles. So this is the new way to spray. I actually have both sitting here in the event that I have stuff left behind. And sometimes I'll spray it right before putting it into the dishwasher. Oh, speaking of dishwasher, if you are not into hand washing, we do have an Ultrazyme powdered dishwasher detergent, and you're gonna get it, and it says 45 scoops, but you guys, I'm gonna give you a tip, less is more, just use half a scoop, and I literally just put it on I just sprinkle it right on the door. Heck with even bothering with that little pocket thing, you don't even have to do that. Works best with our Norwex Rinse-Aid Plus. These are the Dynamic Duo. They work best together because one is formulated to clean and one is formulated to do the rinsing job. They're enzyme based and a model together to work together. So this just goes in where your Rinse-Aid does. Just pop that open. There's a squirt thing you can get on the top or just gently pour it in there. And you will see sparkling shining dishes. If you're getting any dishes that are like hard and crusty or spots, talk to me and we'll come up with some solutions, but usually it's because you're using too much. So there's the Norwex dishwasher detergent. It's also good for your machine because sometimes those pods, well, a lot of times those pods have a sticky residue, and that actually gets in there and coats the lines of your appliances, in particular your dishwasher. We've been in this home 10 years and our appliances are going great because there's no gumming up of the lines. And that's what I really like about Norwex products as well. So it's saving me time in the kitchen, saving me cost on my food because I have food prep, food solutions that are keeping my food last longer. I have soaps and stuff that are good for the environment, and even though they might not bubble and suds up a lot, they still do the trick with naturally occurring enzymes. Okay, you guys are awesome, great for hanging out with me, watching along. I pretty much have covered everything. There's always so much more to do. For instance, our degreaser. Now this one is a product that I like to use for really greasy barbecue grills, smoking grills, or sometimes when you get that lasagna dish that is really bad, 1 squirt of this and it'll just wipe off like butter. So if you're struggling with it, you might want to grab that. Check out here, I gotta check out this. You guys gotta watch this. This is in my little cabinet here. This is my pot scrubber. Okay, now this guy is probably about 2 years old, and he's still going good actually. He looks not bad. I might have actually replaced him not too long ago, but I still feel like it's at least over a year. But this is super cool. Get the one with the handles, because when you're using these speary nets, your fingers get in there. You don't need to deal with that. Hold the nice one with the handle. Sometimes they come out in different colors. Look for them if they're available. This is good with the degreaser or for cleaning your stove. Now let's quickly turn to cleaning the stove. Here we go. So if you have, this is always one of the worst things for cleaning the stove. If you have cleaning paste already, this is what I would say to clean your stove with. Okay, this is a paste with marble flour and coconut oil. So it's non-toxic, you guys. You can literally use it with whatever you want. Just make sure you get a scrubby to use with it. So I have like a few different, they come in a pack of 3, usually all one color. But these are scrubbies that I use all the time around my kitchen. Don't worry if they get yucked up, because that's what they are for, right? Here's a brand new one, but they're not bad, right, for using them. That one's got a little dirt because I think I used it. So let's use this one. I'm just gonna wet it. And when you have a dirty stove top, use the scrubby side of this and you just go ahead and rub it in the paste, okay? Rub the paste, and you can do this on the outside of your stove or on the inside of your stove. And what I like about this one is I flip it over. Now the EnviroCloth can pick it up and wipe it off. Whoosh, done, right? There we go. So this is my favorite one. They come in a pack of 3, and you can have a couple in your kitchen and then put one in the bathroom. Also works good around, taps and stuff. They always get that stuff like right around the edges. I love this one because it crinkles in there and it's just my hand size. Love, love, love these Enviro scrubs. And it's gonna go a long ways when it's cleaning inside of your stove. And we do have, if elbow grease is not your thing, we also have an oven and grill cleaner that you can use inside your oven or your barbecue. Give it a squirt and let it do its job. It needs to sit for a few minutes at a warm temperature. Read the instructions. And then you just take this in a bowl of water and you get the scrubbing done that way. But like I said, the cleaning paste will do the same thing. So depending what you have, the cleaning paste or the oven and grill. Super nice. Hey, do you guys like these things? These are my chenille hand towels, okay? They hang here all day long. I wanted to show you, this one looks crumply because the old kind used to be just fabric and cloth. And they sometimes come out with a beautiful different prints depending what the season is. I don't know, do you guys like to change out things with the season? But it can come out, you can always get different ones for different seasons. One time we even had the bumblebee. But do know that now it's micro suede and it doesn't crumple as much. So I like to have that handy on there because sometimes your hands are just dirty and you can just grab it and then grab this so you don't have to wipe so much down at the end. I have one on my fridge as well. And seriously folks, if you're cooking and cleaning, your hands are dirty. And when you touch it, it gets all dirty. So you can just grab this and teach your family to do the same. And now it keeps your hands from getting so dirty. Your fridge not getting so dirty. I also like to use these wonderful napkins. These are Norwex napkins. Listen, these are made from recycled plastic bottles. These ones, you guys, you're gonna want to get a set of these because they're a recycled product. When you're wiping your lips after ribs, it's not paper that's stuck to your fingers. One wipe, you're done. Anybody who gets these napkins comes back for a second set. Check the catalog for what colors there are. Sometimes there's plain teal or gray, or sometimes there's a floral print or a leaf print. So these are awesome. I use these, actually, I have one tucked here in my pants when I'm working in the kitchen to wipe my hands here, nice when I'm on. But when I go to my fridge or stove, I can still use the chenille hand towel for getting in there. This also works really good, you guys, over at the table. Okay, so there's my table. Maybe I'll take you over there really quickly. This works really nice at the table. Actually, I'm gonna stop for 1 second. Before I take it to the table, I just realized that I didn't share with you the kitchen towel and cloth set, okay? We're almost done. This is a kitchen towel and cloth set. This cloth comes in this size, and they come in different colors depending on the season as well. Again, we have that waffle weave for picking up crumbs and little things off the counter. And this side is more like your EnviroCloth where it will wipe everything. And we're gonna soon wipe down everything here. As an example, when I'm wiping down my fridge and stove, I like to use an EnviroCloth, and you can get a color that brings you joy in your kitchen. This is just a standard EnviroCloth. They always come out with different colors. Fold it in flat, and it'll do a nice job of wiping your stainless steel. If you have, what do you call it? Stainless steel that is difficult, you can get a stainless steel cloth, but also for wiping off your appliances. This is the cloth I go around with at the end of my day or my weekend, and I wipe the knobs, I get all these little ledges. I use the Norwex EnviroCloth because it's super duper heavy, and I do that as my deep clean at the end of the week. But during the week, if you have a kitchen counter cloth, this side is very similar to an EnviroCloth, but this side is great for wiping off your tables and counters. Look at the nice size they are, fabulous colors. The kitchen towel, this one I say will dry your whole turkey dinner. And as an example, we have a wet bowl right here. With traditional towels, you'll find that it just rubs the stuff around. With Norwex towels, it dries it, and it It actually kind of grabs because it grabs right quick and easy. One wipe and it's dry. You don't have to do a lot of work to dry. And what I love about it is it also shines any of your glasses. You will be amazed how shiny they get. And there's so much towel here. It is like the super thickest towel ever. They do come in a variety of colors. So if you're more of a gray gray person, look for the ones that come with the trim. Or we have an amethyst one. Again, they have two sides. What kitchen towel do you know has two sides of their cloth? And we still have a rib style one. And this one is popular in gray, but also has many kitchen colors. This one dries really quickly and is great for camping. And the best thing, you guys, is to hang them by their tags, right? And once they're wet, the back lock goes to work, inhibiting any bacterial growth. So this kitchen towel and cloth set can last you all week long. So you choose your color, your preference, weaved or diamond weaved or ribbed, I think are the two terms. And you will absolutely love them. But then, like I said, for my deep clean, I go to using this. So I couldn't not have this presentation without talking about those two products. Just gonna take you over to my table and let you know that at the end of all of your Norwex cleaning, you can have your company and guests over. I do Norwex because of these guys, right? They're my why. I get to introduce it to families like yourselves of how you can save time and money cleaning in your kitchen. Spills out of your fridge, just wipe them up with the Enviro cloth, or if you have a kitchen counter cloth out for the week, 1 week, 1 kitchen towel and cloth set, incredible. A dishcloth that never stinks, amazing. Soaps that are gentle on your hands and your dishes, great. And using sustainable products is teaching your family a lot. These are the napkins. I just shove them in here. No folding, no ironing for this gal. And these are what then we have on our table to serve our guests and ourselves. You can take the lovely cloth and also take it to your wine and pour yourself a bottle of wine, knowing that you are doing good for the environment, using products that are recycled. And so Norwex is really a safe way to clean. Did you see any chemicals? Did you see me? Everything's getting cleaned with just mechanical clean. So they're safe, they're super efficient. When you use our towels versus other towels, you'll see the cleanup is so much faster and easier. And they're sustainable. So thank you for listening and journeying with me in my kitchen. I've enjoyed showing you all my tools that I use. It's a lot, isn't it? But I'm pretty excited because as a consultant, I can have them delivered all to my door, 35% off. I can change them out seasonally, but I can also host parties and get other people excited about having these products that just make life simple. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.